everyone. Warm welcome to all the members who have joined for today's session. Today we are conducting our 16th open house webinar, and the topic for today's discussion or open house webinar is interaction with MSD on trading operations. I'm Abhishek Walavalkar. I head the intermediary relationships team, and with me we have Kavita Ahuja. She heads the services team.
Hi, good
Thanks,
evening,
Kavita, for joining.
everyone.
So over to the questions that we have received. We have received broadly around 40 odd questions from all the members today. First question is from Delhi region. It's from Quest Securities Nupur Karg. The question says any fees charged by NSE should be post delivery of services instead of current practice of collecting it in advance. This is because there are times when services are delayed or eventually not delivered, but fees are debited and difficult or probably not being refunded.
So normally exchange follows a monthly billing cycle, but in this case, this is a very typical case, and I have personally discussed it with Nupur. So we will be handling this case separately, but otherwise, normally exchange has a billing cycle of monthly.
Monthly.
Yeah.
So Nupur, be rest assured, Kavita she has spoken to someone within your team, or she'll reach out to you after this session immediately, and we will have this addressed. The next question is from Praveen. He's from Graviton Research. We request you to give batch stroke bulk upload facility like CTCL users on portals for at least two types of facilities. Message rate change of IP, and the second is IP allotment.
We have taken the feedback, we have noted this, and we will take up this development and we will release it to the markets.
Okay. Any timelines, tentative timelines by when we can have it expected?
It may take some time because we have some regulatory developments in pipeline.
Okay.
So once we finish those, then we take these up.
Sure. Thanks, Kavita. The next question is from Mukesh Saraswat, QE Securities. It pertains to Neat Plus. So Neat Plus, similar features with respect to limit setting, password reset, etc., which are assigned to corporate manager user ID for respective segments should be made available for branch manager user ID as well.
So branch managers do have limit setting facility for dealers as well. They do have, it is available.
Okay. So Mukesh, I think this clarifies, but if you still require any further details, because it seems that you may not be aware of this branch manager user ID facility level. In that case, probably reach out to the RM or you can reach out to Kavita and we'll be happy to assist you. The next question pertains again from QE Securities LLP. It pertains to trade drop copy. A corporate manager user gets all member firm level trade data, while branch manager and dealer users get only respective user data. Trade details are not available for users mapped to branch manager as available in the trade drop copy.
Yeah. So we are aware about this and we have noted the feedback. This development will need to be taken up. We will take up this development.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Kavita. The next question is from Kiran Tradewell. Currently, we are facing issues with notice F4 feed delay on expiry dates.
So by design, notice is in design in such a way, okay, the data download happens in batches and it collects data from various sources and then the data downloads in batches. So there is a delay which is experienced by the members. So we are requesting all members to move to the option of drop copy.
Drop copy. Okay.
Yeah, which is a more reliable and stable source.
Okay.
And it is real time also. There is no delay in that.
So Kiran, and I think we have received probably this similar question from few other members as well. We'll not be calling out specific names, but given the fact that drop copy is a real-time data and that's more efficient, we would request you and probably similar other members who have raised this question to move yourself to drop copy instead of notice. Again, if you have any specific questions or need any assistance in this particular transition, do reach out and we'll be more than happy to assist. The next question, it's notice effort rates.
It's on the same line.
It's on the same line. So
Same
I'll
line.
just read out the question for benefit of all. Notice effort rates are getting downloaded batch wise. should be allowed to download entire dump at once, like we have in other segments.
Since it's a web-based platform and there are limitations on the internet protocol, so the download happens in batches.
Batches. Okay. Moving on to the next question. It's from Priyanshu. Can we allow IBT and STWT permitted NNF ID to be used for prop trading?
So IBT and STWT are predominantly for client trading. And prop trading and client trading always have to be done separately. Like prop trading is to be done by the member and client trading is of course for the clients. So we do not recommend handling prop trading and client trading through the same IDs.
Got it. Thanks, Kavita. The next question is, it's CIL Aditya Birla Mani. The request raised by member on init for various approvals, that is user ID, certificate upload, shifting of user ID, etc., should be approved or rejected the same day, even if it is placed after 2 p.m.
So we have cutoffs for various activities because all the details which are uploaded on the exchange interfaces, they form part of our EOD master files which go to members. So for EOD processing, we are required to have these cutoffs.
Okay. So the cutoff here is 2 p.m.
Yeah. Because once we see 2 p.m. is the cutoff for receiving the request.
Right.
After that, we will process at our end and then it needs to be updated in the trading system. So that is why.
Right. Okay. Noted. The next question is from Geojit Financial Services. A combined user guideline for all the init paths along with the description is recommended.
So user manuals are available in ENIT for all the modules mostly. If they are looking at some particular module where the user manual is not available in case, they can touch base with us. But most of the modules in ENIT have
Guidelines.
Manuals available. Yeah.
Okay, I think because this seems to be a generic one, if you have any specific question with regards to any specific init module or anything that you want us to probably clarify other than what Kavita has done, then please do reach out. The next question is from Allreach Commodity Private Limited. Turnaround time for new lease lines should be reduced to 2 to 3 weeks. That's a recommendation.
Yeah. So this lease line activation or lease line. Yeah, lease line activation is dependent on external features and other service providers. So there are many things which whether the location has feasibility from a service provider, the rate card being offered by the service provider. So it is actually beyond scope of the exchange. But we have been engaging with all the service providers to provide faster timelines and to reduce the TAT. But this is something beyond our control. So recently we have empaneled two service providers,
Which is Ticona and
Microscan. Yeah, and we have been requesting them like whatever if they can have faster turnaround time. But we have been engaging with other service providers also like Tata, Bharti, everybody. So, but our role is limited to requesting them to have faster TATs. But this is something beyond our control.
Okay. The next question is from Capstock Securities. More vendors should be made available for connectivity.
So we have recently empaneled Ticona and Microscan, and we are working to empanel few more service providers.
Just for the benefit of members, do you want to highlight as to which all are the service providers which are available?
So we are speaking in talks with Geo, TTML, and TTSL.
Okay. The next question is from Goodwill Wealth Management. Brief description of reject reason of IBT stroke STWT request should be provided to a member via a call or an email.
So while we are providing our remarks in ENIT, we give detailed remarks. We make it a point to give detailed remarks for any rejection or we are raising it to the member. But in case if they have observed any specific case where they have the proper remarks have not gone, they can highlight it to us and we will definitely look at that. But otherwise, it is our constant endeavor that we give complete details and information to the members so then they can take informed decisions for the future.
The next question here is from JG Shah Financial Consultants Private Limited. It says the trading platform bits provided by BSE is NSE considering the same as CTCL.
As of now, there is no discussion going around it, but
Okay.
we'll keep them posted.
The next question is outstanding orders, that is pending orders, and confirmed order window is small in height and hence have to do page down to view all in a neat terminal. Window height should be increased for better viewing.
So Neat platform is a very basic UI which is provided by Exchange. So in case a member want customized solutions, we request them to, they can develop in-house products or seek vendor products.
And they can do it from our empaneled vendors, right?
Yeah, yeah. So vendor products will be from empaneled vendors or in-house also they can develop.
Right. So the next question, again, it's a technical question. Contractor descriptor shift plus F8 should be freezed while clicked on need terminal. Right now it stays for 2 to 3 seconds and then disappears or flickers, but does not stay.
As we told, like Neat, it's a very basic UI. So we have taken this feedback. We'll take it up with our technology team.
Okay.
But in case if members are, looking forward for any customizations, then they should look at in-house or vendor products.
So we'll try our best. I mean, to improvise,
Yeah,
and these feedbacks are all welcome.
Yes.
And we do have discussions wherein we take this up internally. So be rest assured, we'll be taking it up. But as Kavita advised, in case if you wish to have a little more advanced or customized product, then probably you can reach out to the empanel vendors or look at the option of developing it in-house.
Yeah. So basically, it's a concept, where Neat is a very plain vanilla basic platform what we have given.
Right.
So in case if members may always want an advanced features, and some feature which is required by some member may not be required by some other member. So that is why we have provided a very basic plain vanilla platform, and members can avail vendor products or in-house developed products if they want enhanced or customized products.
The next question says one PAN number may be having NEET terminal and CTC terminal, which init portal is not accepting. Our query is why one person is not allowed to have NEET and CTCL terminal.
So multiple terminals for a user are not desirable because then we open up, there's a probability of misuse of terminals, and terminals being provided to unregistered users or unauthorized access. So that is why we do not give one NEAT and CTCL both, because it is equivalent to two terminals itself.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the next question. This is from Crosseys Capital. Why DMA not permitted to partnerships firms? Why only to LLP?
LLP is included in the definition of body corporate. So LLP is defined as as a type of body corporate, and we are allowing DMA for body corporates. It is not being allowed for partnership firms or retail clients as of now. However, the same is under discussion at the exchange and with the regulator. So once we have finalized a policy on that, we'll let the market know about the same.
Okay. The next question is why prop UCI is mandatory and NSE considers prop UCI as one client, and why DMA not permitted for prop terminals? NSE should consider prop as one client, as prop also has LLP as well as corporate structure.
So prop terminal is basically for proprietary trading, whereas DMA is for client trading. So these both are separate, like proprietary trading and client trading should not be allowed through a single terminal, because the basic essence of both the concepts is different, and we don't allow to mix prop trading as well as client trading. It should be always advised that it should be maintained separate.
Next question is from Daulat Capital. There have been instances where same type of algo CPCL DMA application got approved once but rejected next time. If NSE can do one session of issue FAQ along with sample documents for algo approval, it will be very useful for preparing algo approval documents.
Yeah,
NSE can list the common mistakes which members do while preparing algo registration documents. It's an important feedback.
Yeah, so we do have FAQs for NNF registration, and we also have a consolidated circular for NNF registration. So while he's making a point, when we submit similar documents, so what happens, what has been our experience is that members, uh, they make some slight changes which they may feel is not material, but according to us, they may be material. The addition of one or two words, if it is material, then we have to reject that application. So we have given FAQs as well as a consolidated circular. There's a policy they can refer to all those and then they can. But anyways, if they want us to have a session with them, we'll be more than happy to conduct a session.
So maybe we can discuss this offline or probably take it up with Dollar and you can have a specific
Sure.
session with
Yes.
So Kavita or probably someone from her team will reach out to you and she'll definitely do the relevant session and probably even highlight what are the typical mistakes which are being observed while preparing the relevant registration documents. The next question here is CTCL ID activation and deactivation should happen on the same day. Sometimes when we have to do certain modifications in CTL, we have to have downtime of 1 day.
So activation can be done on the same day, but deactivation is always effective from the next day because we cannot allow deactivation abruptly. And from data perspective, also we need to know that this ID pertain to this person till this particular date, and that person was at this particular location. So from data sanctity perspective, also we need to have that ID needs to be there for a day. So we allow activation on the same day, but deactivation can always be done on the next day. Yeah.
The next question is there any restrictions or number of locations where prop terminals can be located?
There is no restriction on the number of locations where prop terminals can be located, but yes, we require that prop terminals are always operated where a director or authorized signatory of the member is present.
Okay. The next question here is again from Crosses. Why work forum anywhere has been terminated by the exchange? Can exchange represent to regulator for terminals to be operated by dealers from anywhere? Market extension happening soon. It's not possible for every dealer for operating terminals from 9 a.m. morning to evening 9 p.m.
So this exemption was provided in initial days of COVID, and all these topics are being discussed with the regulator. And I think the member fraternity is also actively involved in all these discussions with regards to the location, identification, and the person who's operating the terminal. So there are various discussions going on around this.
So just to highlight, and probably Kavita can also add, but I think members are aware that there is a forum which has been formed, which is the ISF forum, Industry Standards Forum, in which there are representations from various broker associations, and me, CPI, BBF, and similarly various other stakeholders, including exchanges, the other regulatory bodies, that the clearing corporations, custodians, both foreign and so on and so forth. Right? There are around like 27, 28 odd members who are representing the entire fraternity, in which various all these topics probably requires a nod from the regulator, both exchange or probably SEBI, are also being taken up. We would strongly suggest and urge, while few of these points are already being part of these forums and discussion items. But if there are any specific recommendations, we request you to raise it to NSE as well as other broker associations, and then we can take it up accordingly. Moving on to next question is exchange. This is again from Goodflow Securities. Exchange should recognize order slicing as non-algo and provide this feature in exchange provided need terminals as well. Because when index level increased exchange, reduces the single order quantity freeze. But when we trade in options, we trade premium, not index. Let's say if a trader trades in strike whose premium is 200, he will keep trading strike whose premium value is 200, irrespective of index level. Then the trader has to put multiple orders, which increases the overall risk of the trader.
So from perspective of terming slicing as non-algo, so again, while we have identify order as algo or a non-algo, we go by the SEBI definition. If the execution is done through machine, then it is an algo order. If it is a manual intervention, then it is a non-algo order. So if we have to provide, as told earlier, our need is a very basic UI. So if we have to enhance it, we would request members if they can look at customized products, vendor products, or customized in-house developed products. So
And anyways, this system or non-system, it's more SEBI driven, right? As an regulator driven, the definition,
yeah,
algo and non-algo.
yes, yes, it is every driven.
We'll be guided by that.
And there are already discussions and deliberations going on at SEBI with regards to algo, non-algo, detail, algo, everything. So we are hoping to hear from them.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, the next question is more of a feedback from Ideal Investments. The new API version with respect to changes in total volume data, the time given was too short to go live. Such changes should be given more time rather than a week, as it involves significant development at our end.
Yeah. We have noted this feedback. Normally we give time, but then at certain instances it so happens that certain other releases are dependent on some few of the other releases. So there may be the time maybe which is given is less, but we have noted this feedback and we'll keep this in mind while in future for sure.
Be rest assured, this is well noted.
Yeah, yes.
The next question here is, when can we expect order level drop copy?
Same is being discussed and explored at exchange level. We'll come back on the timelines.
WRO, again, the question here is to provide a list of applicable NISM NCFM certifications which are required for user creation in respective segments.
So all this entire list is a part of our exchange user ID consolidated circular, which is issued on June 28th by Member Services Department.
Okay. We don't have name of the person who has raised this question, else we would have forwarded or shared it with you. In that case, if you still require us to probably send this across, kindly write a mail to me or probably Kavita, and we can send across the relevant link. The next question is from TAR Research. A couple of questions. I think SOD price bands through market feed. Currently, we take SOD price bands from the exchange shared via the Bhav copy. We see other exchanges publish SOD price bands on market feed itself. We would like to propose a similar setup for NSE as well.
So start of the day, price bands are available are a part of the contract or security file, and during the day changes are broadcasted by the exchange. So members can take note of them.
The next question is again on SLBM timelines. NSE SLBM timeline is until 5 p.m. But given that T+1 settlement, this gives a very short window to borrow after the equity segment market closes. We would like the trading hours for SLBM to be extended.
Yeah, feedback noted. Exchange is already discussing on this.
Okay. Again, any tentative timelines that we have in our mind?
No, I don't have any tentative
Okay.
timelines, but the matter is under discussion.
Under discussion.
Yeah.
The next question, it talks about eNeat portal, consolidated module for new TAP IP, non-NEAT user ID and pro enablement. Currently, we are required to raise the request for new TAP IP on day one, after approval of which we have to raise the request for non-NEAT user ID on T+1, which permits us to trade only on T+2. That's question number one. And I think the second question says that these processes should be bundled into a single request so that from one request we are able to create new type IP, create a new non neat user ID and enable pro trading for the ID to enable us to start trading on T+1 itself.
Fine, we have taken this feedback. We'll come back to you on this. This is for tower research. There are many processes internally which happen once a member applies for a TAP IP. So we have the firewall and all everything. So that is why there is a 1 day gap involved. Yeah. But we will definitely work on this.
The next question is from Calcutta. It talks about extension of internet mode of connectivity to access the co-location.
So we do not allow internet in co-location. We have clarified this in our co-location webinar also.
And we are not considering either, right?
No, as of now, no.
The next question here is, when creating a dealer ID in eNeat for any segment, the system prompts to input a certificate registration number. However, in the cash segment, having a certificate is non-mandatory. Can we make this field non-mandatory for cash segment?
So in capital market segment, the certificate is mandatory only for a corporate manager or a branch manager user ID. We do not mandate it for a dealer ID. So even if the member leaves it blank for a dealer, the request will be processed.
Okay, so that clarifies. The next question, the last question that we have is, can we have the facility of web access of corporate manager terminal?
Currently, access is only available via the lease line network. So web access is through internet. If they're asking, we do not allow it.
And is there any discussion to allow or
No,
anything?
as of now.
As of now.
No.
Uh, okay, thanks everyone. I know as compared to other sessions, this has been a relatively short one. Having said which, there are certain feedbacks which is being duly taken internally at our end and noted at our end. Couple of points where we need to get back to the members, and Kavita and her team will reach out. We had pointed out a couple of things wherein we need to get back to the members because these are specific queries, and we will ensure that we get back to you highlighting all of these. So that's it from our side. Thanks again. Overall, we have conducted around 16 webinars so far and over 1,000 plus questions which has been received from your side and over 3,800 participants who have actually participated in webinars so far. We hope this continues to be useful. And once again, thanks you for the overwhelming response so far. We will shortly announce as to which will be our next session. But in the meantime, should you have any suggestions, please feel to reach out through your RM, through broker associations, or you can directly write to me for these topics, and we will ensure that we take it up in our next session. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.